we can start with you. Do you think smoking weed is a net negative or a net positive when it comes to attracting and retaining a man?
I feel like that depends on the man. Like, why else would it even come into play if it just isn't the man's taste? So if he doesn't like it, maybe. If he does like it, it's not a problem. Am I worrying about that? No.
Okay. Do you think the type of men that you attract because you smoke weed? So pretty much you're saying like, well, it depends on the man. You're saying that the only men that I'm attracting is the men that are okay with me smoking weed.
The men that I attract, they don't all smoke.
Okay.
First of all, you take, I guess, precautions to like when you go out with them and everything like that, but it's never been a problem with me. The men that I attract doesn't really have that type of hold on me. They don't try to control me. They like me for who I am, and apparently my personality is so personable, they can get over the fact that I might have a slight weed smell on me.
Okay, so you got it. So your personality is so top tier that they'll just.
Too. So I look past the weed smoking too. Shit, the way you cooking.
So you saying that your personality is so top tier that these other guys, they'll just bypass that and still take you seriously because of that. I guess we could circle back around to you. What about you? So the question is, do you think smoking weed is a net negative or a net positive? Like, does it make it harder for you to attract and retain a man, or it makes it easier?
Are we speaking about like me personally, or
you personally, or you could go in general? You could do personal or general.
I'm gonna just say general, like negatively, like yeah, like I don't think a lot of guys really like think that that's attractive.
Okay, you don't think that men think it's attractive, generally speaking. All right, and why don't you think that men think it's attractive, generally?
I guess based off of feedback from men. Feedback
from men, all right, from just what you hear. Okay, what they telling you?
I guess it also depends on what you're smoking too, but like, don't fuck with that. I'm not even about
okay, all right. She just like, yeah, what I hear, like, they don't really, generally speaking,
they just think it's like, it reminds them of like smoking with one of the bros in a sense. Like, I guess it depends on your demeanor too. Like, I don't know.
Okay, so you get more of like the homie vibes.
Like, a lot of guys feel like if you're sitting there smoking weed, like, you just, I don't know.
Homie vibes.
Yeah, like real boyish, like just.
One of the bros that they play card with.
Like, I don't know.
One of the bros.
You got, I don't know.
So you think they just looking, more towards like they in a vibe of, just want to smoke with you and smash? Smoking and smashing?
Smoke and chill.
I ain't ask all that. I
smoke and chill.
All that.
Smoke and smash. They ain't
just talk about smoking. I don't really
on a nigga mind, they're smashing. Even if he high,
probably.
I've never been high before. I don't know.
You can tell a nigga you about to go to a funeral and he gonna tell you to come over afterwards to smash. Like, it don't matter. Y'all gonna want to smash after anything.
So
I can say my grandma got hit by a bus and jump on his.
All right, so question real quick. When you get guys that hit you up like, yo, you want to smoke and chill, like smoke with me, do you like already know like, oh yeah, he looking to smash too?
From the rip, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I always curve them with, oh, I'm fried right now, I'm good.
Okay, what about, so y'all already know, like if he hitting you up, yo, I'll smoke you up, what's up, let's chill.
Like we don't got our own weed.
Speaking to the mic.
Like we don't got our own weed.
Okay, so you already know what's up. Like he looking to smash.
Yeah, that's facts. Cause I used to smoke weed and sell weed. And
she said, I remember saying that all the time. No. But do you think that they want to smash though?
It depends on when you met him at, what the demeanor was when y'all met, or
okay, so in y'all mind,
you do got some dudes that know you don't play about the type weed you smoke. Some like, yo, I got some gas. I want you to smoke this joint with me. And then you got some dudes like, oh, you trying to smoke? No. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if a dude,
nigga, I roll you up.
So if a dude is giving you some weed like for the low, he like, I got you for the low. You know what I mean? We can go ahead and smoke.
Let me grab 3. Thank you. See you.
What'd you say?
I'm gonna grab 3. Thank you. See.
But like, do you think that you're getting that benefit of that, that discounted rate because he trying to like see what's really good with you? He trying to smash?
I think he's just trying to hold on to a customer.
You think you're trying to hold on to a customer?
Yeah, I was
No,
about
he
to
trying to
say.
smash.
No, it depends.
Okay, she living in reality.
It's both.
No,
Yeah.
it depends. It depends. Cause I do know some people that drop a price just cause like, you feel me? They trying to get rid of some stuff. Like it depends.
Yeah.
It all like I don't
Most of
know.
the time they're trying to
Yeah.
smash.
Okay.
But
That's what we asking.
They'll hit you with the opening. For you though,
Right.
yeah, for
Oh,
me,
yeah.
yeah. So for you though,
Since it's you,
okay.
I don't do this for everybody.
Thank you very much.
And he don't. He just doing it for you because he like.
Because he like, I get a lot of cheap free weed all the time. And I just like,
See what I'm
thank
saying?
you.
Because I never did when I was smoking.
We should catch it.
Well, shoot,
Here's
shout
the
out to
cash.
my plugs then, cause I don't got to deal with none of that. I never experienced none of that with
Yeah.
mine. So I don't know nothing about that. Talking about, I don't know. I don't know
Okay.
about that.
You gotta step your cookies up, babe.
I don't
Let's-
want to. I'm okay.
Let's go
I
on
like
to
my
you.
bubble.
So, do you think smoking weed does it hinder getting into a serious relationship with a man and like retaining that and you attracting a man, or does it, does it make it easier?
It doesn't make it harder at all. Like Yam said, it depends on the man that you're dealing with. And it also depends on how you carry yourself. Like, you don't want to just come off like, okay, I smoke weed because I'm, I get high with other stuff. Or no, you just smoke weed because you like to smoke weed. And it depends on if the man likes it or not,
Okay. And what about you?
I definitely think it depends on, the crowd and who you're around. Some men don't like it and some men don't care. I don't think it makes it harder nor easier. I just think it depends on their person and their preference.
Yeah, because y'all get guys that want y'all regardless. So is it?
Thank you.
Does it prevent you from getting the guys that y'all actually want? Like, have you ever seen a guy?
I got the
Can
men
I
that
chime
want
in on that?
Have you ever seen a guy that you wanted, but he said nah because you smoke weed?
So I recently joined a dating app.
Which one?
Kendra G Singles. It's really nice. You meet all kinds of people. Kendra G, she's a singles expert, whatever. A lot of the on the questionnaire it says your preferences,
Right.
smoker, non-smoker.
Right.
And I'm just looking down the page and just looking through guys that liked me. My things say marijuana, trying to quit, but it say marijuana. And all of there says non-smoker. So I'm like, damn, should I even engage? So I'm like, damn, what if I'm hindering myself from finding a good guy because I'm worried about if he smoke or not? So I engaged and they all losers.
Okay. So show of hands. Do any of y'all ladies want to quit smoking weed? Like it's something that you like. I think I want to quit smoking. Okay, you kind of like because you said it.
Yeah.
That's where I got the question from. You want to quit? You want to quit? The three of you.
Quitting's not a problem for me.
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying. Is it something like? My question is not only do you want to quit, but is it something that you?
To God, that's the only thing that's the only reason that would make me quit a job. No.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, do you like? Is it in you to like? Would you rather not smoke weed? Like, do you? Because you have this urge to smoke because it makes you feel comfortable. Whatever it does for you. Do you wish that you didn't have like that urge to smoke? Show of hands.
No,
I don't have.
I never got that.
I don't have an urge.
idea, that urge, that nothing before.
You don't have
Gone
an
cold
urge.
turkey twice for other people. So
So y'all
I
never.
actually stopped. Yeah,
Yeah, I've stopped.
I
I
stopped
can
before.
actually
stop. I actually now I do stop every few couple months for like a week and a half just to detox my body.
Okay. All right.
Your
So
body-
it's not a problem with me just stopping. It's just a preference that I choose to do.
Okay, another question for y'all. So the men that don't care that you smoke, are you even attracted to those guys? Mm-hmm. Like, so for example, the guys that's like, what I'm trying to get at is there's guys that smoke weed or there's guys that don't smoke weed, but they don't really care that you smoke weed. They're like, yeah, that doesn't bother me. I don't care if you smoke. Those guys that are accepting of you smoking weed, are you attracted to those guys or do you find yourself more attracted to the men that don't smoke weed and like have some standards? Like, I don't want a woman that smokes.
I'm neutral on that.
So a man that thinks a woman smokes doesn't have standards. That's what a man that smokes doesn't have standards.
That's what I'm saying.
Why do you think a man that smokes does not have standards?
I said a man that a man that chooses a woman that smokes, he doesn't have standards.
What's the difference?
Why
that
are
you
we
know that
considered
you
to be
stated?
so low of a standard because we smoke weed?
No, it's a standard.
You just said no standards.
No standard.
I'm saying,
Yeah, come on now.
no one said
Why
no
is my
standard.
level of standing lowered because I smoke?
Oh, I could get into that. So what I'm saying is the man, like you said, the man that doesn't have a standard, he has no standard for the woman smoking. That doesn't mean he has no standards at all, but for smoking, he doesn't want the woman to smoke. So his standard is he doesn't want the woman to smoke at all. The man that will allow the woman to smoke and take her serious, well, his standards are lower than the other guy. The other guy has more standards.
I think you're only speaking from a perspective of a guy that doesn't smoke, because you will find more men that like girls that smoke because they can be more comfortable with them. They don't have to hide it. They don't have to cover it up. And girls usually find better weed than guys anyway. And you're
Better
just one
weed.
of the guys, yes, that don't smoke. So you're not even a part of the community to even speak on the community. So next question.
I'm one of the guys that don't
No,
need...
you're not a weed guy. So you can't really, you wouldn't understand.
That's
Because
not
you
what
don't
I
like
said.
a girl to smoke weed, right?
That's not what I said. I said...
I'm just saying you're not in the weed community. So you should.
yeah, let me finish what I was saying though before you cut me off. I'm one of the men that do not need an outside source, an outside resource to make me feel good on the inside. I don't need to externalize and look for.
I just said that you're not in the weed community.
Let me finish,
But
though.
you have to
Let me
mansplain
finish
it.
so
Go
you can
ahead.
understand. Not no mansplaining.
I understand you already.
I'm going to fully explain.
You don't smoke weed.
No.
You don't use the stimulant.
No.
Okay.
Listen. I'm happy with self. I
As
do not
am I.
need any. Let me finish. I'm more happier than you are because I don't need to appeal to any external force to make me feel satisfied or to make me feel in a better mood. Like you said over here, well, sometimes guys like girls that smoke because they're more in a better mood and stuff like that. Well, if you need to take a supplement to put you in a better mood and I do not need to take a supplement to put me in a good mood, then obviously I am superior because my state is natural. I'm in a natural state all the time. It is superior than you. Let's
system,
extrapolate.
yeah, your cleanliness,
No,
your
no,
blood
let's
is
just-
more superior
let's
because
just
it don't have
extrapolate
weed
it.
in it.
I'll tell you
but
this.
you're not a more superior being at all.
No, I'll tell you this,
Your
right?
pureness of heart is what makes you way lesser or more superior than the next person.
Well, obviously,
that's the only
even
thing
if-
that you
even if
can
we're
put on the
speaking
scale of
about heart.
superiorness. Your
No,
heart, the
even-
purity of your heart and mind towards others. Yes,
Even if we're
that's what
speaking
you
about
can-
purity of heart and mind towards others, in order for you to have good intentions for other people, you need to have good intentions for yourself.
Exactly.
Obviously, my
And to have
intentions.
good intentions to myself, sometimes
look,
I'm
one
gonna
mic at a
need to
time.
smoke.
Obviously, my intentions for myself is better than yours because I do not need to appeal to smoking some weed and getting high for me to feel good and satisfied inside. You ladies need to appeal to weed for you to go throughout your life in your daily.
No,
you know,
we don't need
Weed is
to
a
do
herd.
You don't need to do it.
Weed is a herd.
No.
We don't
Ah.
really need
We
weed
can stop tonight and be cool.
Weed is a
Okay,
herd.
so
we
we
don't
can-
really
well,
need
this is what I'm
Seriously.
saying.
And plus, it doesn't
Matter of
really
fact, I don't
get
even have no
us
more weed left. I
uplifting.
might
We're
not even
already
buy that just to
uplifting
prove
as
my
we're
point.
You don't
smoking
need
the
to prove anything
weed.
to me. This is why I'm asking these questions. Good, I got y'all speaking now. I'm asking these questions to see if you don't need any type of weed. I ask you, well, is it something that you want to stop doing? And all of you ladies said, no, it's not really anything that, besides you hindered to it. So actually, since you want to stop smoking weed, the reason why you want to stop smoking it, because you even said that I want to get closer to God. So which would concede that I'm more closer to God than you are because I don't smoke
You don't know
weed.
the relationship I had with him. It's like I'm
Well,
98% and it's only that
there's no
2%.
verses-
You don't know
there's no
what relationship I
verses
have
in
though.
the-
You just up
Your
back to
relationship
smoking
can't be
weed.
compared
That's
to my
crazy.
relationship though.
That's
It's
crazy.
no way. It's no scale. Your relationship with
Yes.
God is your walk. Is your path that He created for
No
you.
scale.
My
going with-
relationship with Him is my path and
That's
my
not
walk
what
that
I'm
He
saying.
created for me. You can't
It's
compare. So
I'm
spirituality.
using your
move on.
own
Religion.
talking point back
No,
on you.
but move on. You can't move. You can't use that back
listen,
on me
listen.
though.
No one's moving on. It's my
You
show.
can't move
No one's
that
moving
back
We're
on
gonna
me,
stick
though.
right here on this topic because this got y'all
My
frustrated.
relationship
This
with
is
God
good.
and your relationship with God is two totally different entities. So you can't
Great. But
compare.
you just said that you wanted to be closer to God. And one of the ways that you can be closer to God is if you stop smoking weed. So then I said, guess what? I must be more closer to God than you are because I do not smoke weed.
You don't know how much I pray, how much I give, how much I fast, how much I praise. So you can't compare. You can't
obviously
say
you're
you
not
must be.
that
You're
close
not.
to God.
Though. I am.
Okay, so
I
then
really am.
why do you need to stop
Only
smoking weed to get
God
closer?
I don't have to.
if she's
It's
close
just
to
why
him,
it's
not
just a
you.
different level.
Okay, so
But
then
what's
why
funny
did you
is
say
when
it?
when I do smoke weed before I go to church, I actually get more in the Holy Spirit than when I do when I'm not.
No, you just high.
weed.
You just high.
No, well, exactly.
You
I
said
tap
you get
in
more
more.
in the Holy Spirit.
I hear
Try-
better.
try
I
to go to
pray
church
better.
without being high.
I have, and I still sing praises. I still
But you don't get that
shout
Holy
and
Ghost
everything,
like
but
you
it
do when
don't
you
be
get
the
high with
same.
no high.
It don't.
Well, look. I used to smoke weed. When I used to smoke weed, I didn't mind to go that smoke weed because, like you just said. But now that I don't smoke weed, I don't want to go that smoke.
Right? You want a girl? If you
Can I
don't
ask
go
you a
bowling,
question?
you're
Can I
not
ask you
going
a
to girls
question?
on a bowling team that go bowling every day.
Smoke weed, did you smoke it because you wanted to, or you smoked it because you needed to?
Me, it was both.
It was both.
It was both for me because one, because I liked the way it felt, but two, I had a hard time dealing with my emotions.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's what I was going to
So
speak on.
that's why I was a
People forget
I
the
was a
medicinal
stone cold
purposes of
pothead.
marijuana.
He was a pothead. He
I
was
was a pothead, and I'm glad that Facebook. So you know how when Facebook shows you old pictures or videos of you, like from a few years ago, I seen those, and I seen how I looked when I was smoking compared to now, and I didn't even look healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like my skin wasn't clear, my lips were black. I was a little thinner. My eyes were.
taking
Was
care of
you
yourself
taking
in the
care of
process of
yourself?
smoking.
No.
I wasn't.
Yeah, you
no,
gotta
because
take care
I
of
eat better
yourself.
now. I drink more water. I wasn't doing it. I mean, I ate whatever. I mean, I didn't eat whatever, but like my diet wasn't trash. But like, my diet is way better now. I drink more water now. But to answer a question, I did it because I liked the way it felt, but I also had a hard time dealing with my emotions. You know what I'm saying? And once I got older and I learned how to like deal with my issues. You know what I mean? And able to be in solitude without having to be high. I'm like, okay, I can really do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need it. And once I saw I didn't need it, like, I'm good. Plus, I save bad money, too. I eat a lot now, so. That's why I like a cook.
So no, I was gonna say that's why, like, when you said like, do you want to get rid of the urge? Like that urge, yes. Not necessarily like just smoking, but like getting rid of the urge, yes. Because I do have the urge, but only because I have a hard time like controlling my emotions and like I have really bad anxiety. So like I smoke for a reason. Like I do. Like I'm not just smoking just because. Like I have a legit like reason why I smoke.
Got it. There we go.
Yeah.
Show of hands now. Who else smokes for a reason? Yeah, three on this couch. Yes.
I can be honest.
You smoke for a reason.
I don't smoke for a reason.
Oh no. Oh, you said you don't smoke.
Yeah, I don't.
So
I don't get urges, and I don't smoke for stress. I don't.
That's true.
I don't.
Not all the
smoke.
time. Okay, so what's your reasoning for smoking then?
If I'm having a good time, I just want to heighten my senses so we can have a gooder time. But that's about it.
I like that answer.
See, that's the thing.
I
That's
don't
like the
thing.
white guy at the party that got a line real quick.
Yeah, see, that's the thing,
Just a
right?
little
So
bit.
this is why there's the reason why I'm asking these questions is because if you're taking any drugs to get a more put yourself in a better state or get a better high, so you can experience your day or that function or that situation better. The reason why you're doing it is because you can't get to that higher state without it.
Okay.
So there's a void.
Okay.
And what you're doing is you're filling that void. I've never drank or I never smoked. Now, I'm not coming at people that drink or smoke. What I'm trying to do is to give you the realization is that you have these voids and you're doing these things, taking these external drugs because you are lacking. There's a void internally that you need to fill. And you'll never be able to fill that void in you with weed, with alcohol, or doing anything like that. The only way you can fill that void is having a better relationship with yourself. One, a lot of women and people, I think that when you go through childhood, everybody go through ups and downs. You may have gone through some trauma. You may consider yourself a victim. But one of the things that people got to do is you got to forgive. You're not going to move on through anything in life if you don't forgive. Stop blaming yourself for a lot of things. You don't need to always be blaming yourself like, oh, and this, or blaming someone else like, oh, no, you need to just take accountability and full responsibility for your life and live in reality and just know that, listen, I'm alive. Be grateful. I think a lot of people lack gratefulness. Like, be happy that you're here living in America, first world country. You got clean water, got food on your table. You got things around you. And even when you're going through the traumatic experiences, guess what, my nigga? You're still breathing.
And it's temporary.
So even when you're going through some things, like even if you think back, it's like, man, I was going through some hardships. Be grateful. I'm breathing. I'm alive. I got all 10 fingers and toes. It's not the end of the world.
Raise your hand if you're grateful for your life every day.
I think everybody's grateful.
I think everyone is. But what I'm saying is,
It's okay not to be grateful every day, but you making it. You pushing.
So we can hear you.
I was talking to him.
so what I'm saying is, the reason why you ladies are smoking and doing things, and I don't know anything else. I'm not insinuating that you're doing anything else. Let's just speak about smoking. But in general, the reason why people smoke or they take drugs and stuff like that is because they are lacking somewhere internally. For most of the people. Is that always the reason? No, this is not 100% truth. But there's exceptions to every rule. There could be somebody they smoke just because they feel no void. It's just like, listen, man, life is so great. Let me just try this something new right here. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, there's always that exception, this weird character that's just doing something not because they have any void. That can be there, maybe. But usually when people are smoking and drinking or doing some type of drugs, they have a void and they're using this drug to fill the void rather than seeking help, seeking guidance, and seeking a higher power than themselves to fill that void. Also, when what Ease was saying, one of the reasons why I asked the question in regards to, like, does it make it harder? Does it make it harder on you, or does it make it easier on you if you smoke weed as a woman? Because people, we tend to accept who we are. So like if I smoke weed, like E said, he only dated girls. When he was smoking weed, he dated girls when he was that smoked weed too. He was fine with it. But since he's not smoking weed, he does not date any girls that do not smoke weed.
I don't date girls.
He does not date girls that smokes weed, since he doesn't smoke weed. Now, y'all may talk to guys that don't smoke any weed. Those guys just want to have sex with y'all. That's the only reason why they giving y'all any type of play. I'm just keeping it funky with y'all. So if you meet a guy and you are smoking weed and he doesn't smoke weed and he's like, yeah, baby girl, I want to boom, boom. He's trying to take you seriously. It's for two reasons. He just wants to smash, so it's going to be recreational use only, or he doesn't really have options like that, and you kind of the only thing that he can get, but you're going to see that he's a loser anyway. So that's not even going to go that far.
I already knew that's what he was playing.
The other reason,
when he was like, "Are you attracted to them?" I'm like, "You thinking they're simps, don't you?"
Not a simp.
No. Oh, the guys that don't smoke weed.
The guy, you was like, if the guy don't smoke weed, but am I attracted to him? So it's like, what his actual attraction to me is that he doesn't have a lot going on for him, and that is why I'm dealing with him, because he's accepting me of not smoking because
he's accepting.
He's accepting
you
me of
for smoking.
Yeah, because he just want to have sex because he doesn't have that many options.
No, it's for two reasons. That part doesn't. It's two different reasons. What I'm saying here is, guy A, if he doesn't, both guys don't smoke. Mm-hmm. Guy A and guy B, they don't smoke, but they would still deal with a girl that does smoke. Mm-hmm. Guy A, he'll deal with the woman that smokes because he just wants to smash. It's recreational use only. Mm-hmm. Guy B, he'll deal with that woman that smokes, but the only reason why he's dealing with her because it's out of lack. Meaning that he doesn't have the ability to get other girls that don't smoke, so he'll just kind of accept any girl that comes to him. You get what I'm saying? So he's only accepting of it because it's out of lack. He don't got those many options. So show of hands real quick. You don't really have to give too much input, just show of hands. Which ladies on the panel got with a man that did not smoke and it was like a long-term relationship? Or was it like short? Did you ever have a long-term relationship with a man that did not smoke while you were smoking? Show of hands. No one hands is up. You know why? Because if you did get with that man, it was short-term and he wasn't smoking, or you just probably wasn't attracted to that man like that if he wasn't smoking. It's like, he ain't even qualified for the puss. it was kind of just like, it is what it is. Now, let's go with the guys that
That's
you
the
disagree?
only thing that's going to hinder the relationship. That's the only thing.
I've only been single for 2 years. I
No,
don't know
no,
what relationship I was finna pop in.
I see where y'all went with
them.
that. No, I'm not saying the only thing that's going to hinder
You
the
know how much shit
relationship.
comes in with the relationship, whether it works out or not.
No, ladies. What I'm saying is, I'm talking about just the attraction part. So, like, there's a reason.
When you out somewhere and you find the right person, you're not gonna know if they smoke yet. So whether you're attracted to them or not, it matters if your mindset, your eyeballs is attracted to them.
That's true, but
We
for some
accept who
guys,
we are.
That's true, but for some
We accept
guys,
who we
it's a
are.
huge
I'm
deal
just-
breaker.
But so I'm
Same
just
way
going
with
off
some
of
women
that. So this
too.
man doesn't like it because I have some type of codependency. Is that what we're basically talking about?
Say that again.
Say that again.
You're saying these men that don't like women that smoke. So the real reason they have a problem with me is because I have a codependency. Is that what you're getting
It
at?
could be a codependency.
a number
Most
of
guys
things.
just think it's unattractive. Like women, you're there to be pure. Smoking isn't pure.
We haven't
I
broke
don't
up
smoke
because
to be cute.
True.
Like
Okay,
I'm
look,
not.
look,
I'm
smoking
not
is a
smoking.
masculine
When you
thing.
smoke, you
Smoking
can
is
the smell,
masculine.
get rid of the smell. But when you drink, you still smell it when she go lay down.
Yeah, it don't
out the
stink,
shower
though.
and you're in the yes it do. It come out pores. Her pee
That's
is a
if you're a
different
heavy
color.
drinker.
Her smell is a different color from liquor.
only thing smoking will do to you is probably make we only have to do a little scrub on our lips because it's black. That's it.
Yeah, and that's if you're not moisturizing and being
Right. Yeah.
Smoking is a masculine
That's about
trait.
it.
That's number one. Number two, after
Yeah,
you
that's
smoke,
definitely a masculine trait.
after you smoke, that's one thing. After two, smoke it. You stink after you smoke. Most guys, we like
You stink
besides
after you drink.
No, you
We
don't.
do.
Not like
It comes out of
weed.
your
Like I
pores.
can drink right now. I'm not gonna stink. What are you talking about?
probably dealt with girls that
smell
I
yourself.
drink right now. Y'all gonna know I drink. Y'all gonna know.
The girl
yeah,
you go chill with later
I
gonna know.
can.
Oh, you was drinking.
Oh my breath, but it's not a body odor.
By the time I get to a nigga, my smell gonna be completely
If I
different.
take a shot of Casamigos right now, I'm not gonna smell like Casamigos. My breath, but my
Yeah.
body odor won't. When you
My
smoke,
body odor,
your body
my
odor
clothes,
smells.
yes.
No.
Those clothes
No.
come right off.
It depends on what you're
But your
eating.
liquor, that's
Remember
gonna be
we
coming
talked
out
about
of your
if you
sweat,
drink
your
enough-
pee,
One
your
mic at a time,
breath.
ladies.
Remember
It's
we-
gonna be coming out of
remember
you.
we talked about eating. I mean, smoking and also like taking care of your body. That's part of it. Like when you smoke, what comes out is what you're eating. We don't stink. It's just
We eat good over
You
here.
got dry skin?
Yes, I do got that.
That's probably
why I
why
said
your
you
pores is
probably
already
dealt with girls
closed.
that stink.
So probably when
Need
you
some
drink,
exfoliating.
it probably has a hard time releasing it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, what
Maybe.
he's just saying, he's just pointing out the differences between drinking and smoking. And when you're smoking, it is a fact. It gets on your clothes instantly. It's getting on your hair very fast. So it's that. It's gonna smell much faster than drinking. You take one shot, yeah, it'll be on your breath, but it's not gonna be on your clothes and your hair and stuff like that. So there is a difference between drinking and smoking. Now, back to the point of what I was saying here.
Wait, I did have a question though before we go. Like, at what point did that like change? Because
What do you
at
mean?
one point, like,
Because
women
I said-
smoking was glorified. Like the cigarette poses, that was a thing. Like guys thought that was sexy. They thought that was
No
cute.
guy thought it was sexy.
That
Back
was
in the
literally
60s,
back
excuse
in
me,
the
Marilyn
day.
Monroe had a
Didn't
cigarette
think
in
it
her
was
hand.
sexy.
Guys who smoke
propaganda.
Wait.
No, listen,
They used to run
ladies.
to women when they
Cigarette
put
hand.
cigarettes
Ladies, what I'm trying to tell you here is this real quick. Yeah, y'all just talking nonsense. A lot of propaganda goes on. Y'all susceptible to outside influences. So this is why, advertisers cater to y'all because y'all easy to sell to. What I'm trying to tell you, even in the 70s and stuff like that, when they were marketing cigarettes and all of this and they showed women in the magazine smoking, men did not think that was attractive. It wasn't like if you would see that same girl with a cigarette and without a cigarette, they'll choose her without a cigarette. With the cigarette, it doesn't like, oh wow, it doesn't increase the sexiness.
You know how many times
that doesn't
I've
happen.
been
So look, wait,
You're
let me finish
saying
my point.
nonsense.
Let me finish my point, right? So when we're having this conversation and it comes to drinking and smoking, like E said, he was just pointing out the differences. The point that I was making to y'all when it comes to dating and relationships, because this is a dating and relationship podcast, what I'm trying to let you ladies understand, the men that smoke, those are the guys that you got into long-term relationships with, right? And they end it because you chose a man that smokes. What I'm saying is, if a dude is out there smoking and he isn't a millionaire, he's lazy, He's a bum and he has some inadequacies.
My man is
has
not
a
lazy.
void.
He's not a bum.
Okay, I mean, generally speaking, you're in a relationship. I'm not speaking about you.
not
I was
even
speaking about the
generally
single ladies, so no one's
speaking.
speaking about
It's
you.
just not making sense.
What are you talking about?
But it's the same difference.
I was
because
talking about
he
I said the
chose
reason
me
why
and
you
I said
single.
like you just said, a
No,
man
stop
if he
it.
does smoke,
I
he's
said
a
the
bum.
reason
And
why-
my man is not a bum, and my man
Stop
is
it.
not
You're
lazy.
making it to
and we
yourself.
get fired every day together.
Great,
We're not
that's
talking
for
about
you.
you.
We're
It's
not
not
talking
even
about you.
genuinely
So
speaking.
what
Like
every
what?
single
Every man that
No
smokes is
relation-
not a bum. Is not lazy.
Who
You have-
said that? No one
You
said
just
that.
said that.
You are a liar. You're not listening. I literally just said. I said, so y'all single ladies, the reason why I said, y'all been in relationships with guys that had a man and you broke up with them. Did you break up with your man? I'm not speaking about you. I know you're in a relationship. Not speaking about your man at all. Or you. I'm speaking out.
But what does smoking have to do
Let me
with breaking
finish
up
my
with
point before y'all get
somebody?
triggered. Why y'all so triggered? Why I speak for 10
No,
seconds?
it's not trigger. It's
And I
just
get triggered.
funny.
What does that have to do
Like,
with-
Finish. Let me land my plane, ladies. Let me land my plane.
I'm listening.
Pick up the game. Listen to understand. Don't listen to respond. Right. All of you, the four of you ladies are single.
That's a good one. I got
The four of you ladies are single. You do not have a man. Well, she probably got some nigga that she don't want to claim, but it is what it is. But the four of y'all are single. And all of your long-term relationships was with men that smoke. You just all confirmed that. And guess what? All of you ladies broke up with that man. She didn't even know she broke up with the nigga, but we came to the conclusion that she did break up with him, right? So think about this. One of the reasons, so you dated men, they all smoked, and you all broke up with them. Now, there's many different things in a relationship that goes wrong. No one is blaming smoking for, like, that's the main reason. But what I'm saying is a man that has the characteristic traits to smoke marijuana, right? It takes a lot for a human being to do something like that. That isn't just when you were a kid. Did you think about smoking? No, you had to been influenced by it and then take action on it. That's what had to happen. So you taking action on something that isn't productive. A man that is smoking weed. Men, we supposed to be on our job, masculine, asserting ourselves, and being ambitious to accomplish things. That's what we are built for. That's why we are here. So this man is choosing to smoke weed to do something and engage in a non-productive act. Well, obviously that isn't too masculine. Smoking weed for a man that isn't accomplished, it isn't masculine. It's very feminine because guess what? There's a void there that you need to fill. Why do you need to fill a void, you little sissy boy? Get your act together and fill that void yourself instead of using an external thing to fill it for you. So obviously he's not a full man. He's not whole. So if you're in a relationship with a guy that isn't whole himself, how can he truly provide you a good relationship? He can't. He need to fix himself. And you smoking too. You need to fix yourself. You got a void there. So it's two people in relationships with voids
We is going
that need to be filled.
around the world.
We're
We
going
supposed
around the world.
We're going around the
And
world.
the worst relationship I've ever been in was with a guy that did not smoke. I even chilled off
but-
smoking for him. And it was the worst relationship. No. I literally I stopped smoking. I said, let me see something. I was thinking like you for a minute. I said, let me see something. I fell back from smoking. Even when like if I know he coming over, I wouldn't smoke. I would shower, I would freshen, I make sure it smell good, air it out, all of that. Just chilling with him, just trying to see what type of vibe. No vibe. I'm like, so you want to play cards?
Yeah, because you stopped
You want
smoking
to
too late.
color? You want to like? What do you want to do? And it was just, oh, I don't want to play my game. Oh, I'm gonna roll the fuck out.
Yeah,
then.
that's because he like he said. Go ahead and
He
explain.
didn't
this.
have a life. He was so boring.
Yeah, well, you stopped smoking. You stopped smoking too late, but it's because like
No, it wasn't too late. Cause I was this the time when I was working 2 jobs. I was very busy anyway, so I would only smoke when I was home, getting ready for bed or getting ready for work. So that's the only time we was
Yeah,
really
and
chilling
ladies,
anyway.
a man that accepts a woman that smokes, he's not even like something about a woman is being pure, being feminine, being soft,
Right.
and you're doing a masculine act. So he's accepting something that's not even pure and feminine. Like, why would you accept that as a man? Obviously, he's accepting this because he accepts the things that's inside him. If I have a void that's in me that needs to be filled from an external source, I'll be okay with accepting this other woman if she has a void and she's filling it with an external source. That's all I'm saying. We tend to accept who we are. That's what I'm saying. I don't smoke, I don't drink. My chick don't smoke or drink. Very simple. Ease even confirmed it. When he used to smoke and drink, he would accept chicks that smoked. Now that he doesn't smoke, he does not accept chicks that smoke.
And like, I love that feminine, girly energy. And there's guys that you know, there's guys that like that, and there's guys that don't give a damn. But but I would say there are more guys that would like those type of females like me as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, all you ladies are feminine. I'm pretty sure you guys smell good. Unless you
ladies, if you're being honest, real quick, if we're being honest, your pool of men that you can attract and retain would grow if you put the weed down. It would grow. You'll be attracting more men, and you'll be attracting better candidates. Like, you'll be attracting men that can keep a job, men that can lead you, men that has discipline. If the nigga gotta wake up every day and smoke weed, obviously he's lacking some type of discipline. He can't function without smoking weed. He's lacking discipline. That's just the facts. So if you like that clip and you want to watch more, click right here. But if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.